Fears. Like any kid in the world, I had fears. But I was pretty much scared of everything in life. Anything that you could possibly even think about. So, first of all, you have your classic fears. Things that a majority of people are afraid of, such as ghosts, bugs, and so on and on and on. Which, of course, I had them all. Then we have irrational fears, which are fears from things that aren't actually scary, but for me, for some reason, they were. For example, the weird stuffed monkey that my sister had to buy from a carnival, or the weird stuffed parrot that our neighbors had, or even a toy rat that my brother bought that moved kind of weird. I don't know. And the list just goes on and on and on. But as I grew up, a lot of those fears thankfully went away. Even ghosts. Of course, I know ghosts still exist. I'm just not as scared as I was before. Please don't haunt me at night. But aside from all those fears, there is one fear that traveled with me until I was an adult. One fear that took me more time to get over than any other fear. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, my fear of cats / other animals. Now, I know what you're thinking. But why would you be afraid of an animal that won't hurt you, nor bite you, nor does anything bad for you? Well, obviously I know that. Do you know how many times I have been told this by how many different people? As if they are the first one to point it out for me. People would act as if I had a choice in the matter, as if I chose to be scared of cats. But I don't even like being scared. I'm not proud of it. But for some reason, my brain chose that cats would equal fear. As if that makes any sense, brain, huh? Now that I'm looking back at it, I feel like it was more of just the fact that it's a foreign creature, that I don't know how it feels when it touches me. I don't know how it moves. I don't know the fact that it has a mind of its own and just could be anywhere at any time and move any way that it wants. That's the fact that kind of scared me. Obviously, as you could have imagined, this is such a liability, especially that where we live, cats are everywhere, on every single street. Basically, every single time I go out, I have to see a cat. For example, if we were going to the supermarket and God forbid, there was a cat in front of the entrance, my dad had to go out, shoo the cat away before I can get into the supermarket. As you can imagine, there are thousands of scenarios like this where someone had to shoo the cat before I could get into the place, even cross the street. So many stories like this. But now let me tell you, how did I get over my cat fears and how did I turn into a cat lover? So my younger brother is mainly one of the reasons why I got over my fear of cats. So a little about my brother. He's an animal lover. He loves all animals and had all sorts of pets. But that is a story maybe for another video. So one day, my brother decided that he wanted a cat. So he asked my parents, and my parents said yes. And then he went with my 2 other older sisters to go and buy a cat. Mind you, at that time, I was 19 years old and still scared of cats. So when they got home, although yes, I was really scared that a cat is going to be living with us at home, but I was also happy because I saw it as an opportunity to finally get rid of my fear. And by the way, the cat name is Gucci, and she's the cutest, most beautiful cat in the world. At first, I couldn't even be at the same room as Gucci because I was really scared, and she was just a little kitten and she wanted to run around and just play all the time and hide and seek. And as someone who is severely afraid of cats, I just couldn't handle that. But as the time went by and I spent more time with Gucci, I started getting used to her. And in the course of 1 year, I finally was no longer scared of cats. I almost started crying. It was a really emotional moment. The upside about that is that as soon as I was able to get rid of my fear of cats, I realized that I'm no longer scared of any animal, honestly. I started loving animals, dogs, birds, you name it. I loved it, which has a really weird sense of freedom that I have never experienced before that moment. Well. This is the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching, and thanks to all the amazing people who supported my channel and supported the first video. Love you guys. And if you like this video, I mean, you know what to do. And I'll leave it at that. Bye.